So today's little job, just make a box. The tubs have been moved, the drums tipped upside down. We were going to throw them away, but strawberries can go on there. Keep them for a rainy day. You just never know when the tub comes in handy, but it is perishing away, so another couple of years that'll be rotten. So do you, don't you, do you, don't you, because you just never know. Anyway, she wants somewhere to grow her melons, so I'm going to make a box 6 foot ish by 1.5 foot ish by probably a foot tall. Easy peasy. Should fly through that. And that'll shut it up from Reggie, I want to put my melons in. Reggie, I want to put my melons in. Reggie, I want to put my melons in. So we've got to make these things, haven't we? We've got to attack the wood stash. So these planks are generally, I think, about 8 foot. So we want it 6 foot long, don't we? There's the 6 foot. And then that gives us the 2 foot to be wide. So we only need 2 of these now, don't we? But we need them about 11 inches tall. So we need that one there, which is 11 inches. And we need this one here, which is about 11 inches. Yeah. So let's dig out that one and that one. Put the gloves on and shuffle these around a bit. So now we've got our wood, let's just double check our measurements again. Let's measure that along there. That's going to be 6 foot. 6 foot there, look. So we're going to have wiggle room as long as we don't make it over 6 foot. Hold on. Put that there. There we are. And it's touching that side. It's not touching this side, but I'll try and wiggle it. No bigger than 6 foot. Okay. So here's our 6 foot mark. But these boards are 1.5 inches thick. Look, these boards are 1.5 inches thick. So with 2 end boards, we need to reduce that by 3 inches, don't we? So there's 6 foot. Take away 1, 2, 3 inches. It's a 69er, yeah. So let's cut these at 69. So I was struggling to balance the phone on the corner so we could get a good bit of filming done. And then I realised, Reggie, you idiot, you converted a tripod into a filming stand, didn't you? So let's do that. Let's use said filming stand. Let's see what we can do with this now then. I think it improves the whole situation no end. Does it? Doesn't it? Let's have a look. Let's see if it drops it, because that's what it has been doing, dropping it forward. We'll have to do something about that, won't we? So anyway, let's sort of clamp that in there. Let's sort of point that downwards to the rough area where we're going. I can't see because the holder's in the way. Anyway, ooh, you see, it's going to do this, isn't it? I've got to fix that. Give it an extra click. Right. Provided we don't knock it, it should be all right. We'll come back a bit. Now we'll try it. What does that look like? Look better? Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. I keep meaning to put a catch on that. As long as you don't knock it, it should be all right. So what we've done, all we've done is made sure it's square. We're going down the outside. We want this to go, the post to go up a bit. So we're just simply gonna we're going to use these rhino screws because they're evil. I'm going to go through that first, just through the end. They're not made for this job, but they're ever so grippy, and of course you've got a decent drive. You're not doing the end of a screwdriver. It's a Tex head on it. This thing, wow, it just monsters its way in. That's all you want it to do, is to grip. Sort of in the middle, sort of make a hole. It just stops this first piece of wood from splitting. Get your rhino, start it off, and then drive it in. See, wow. I was going to use Tex screws, but they were a bit short. So I'm using, and I know they're not for this job, they're these screws, them rhinos that go straight into concrete. You drill a hole and you bung them in. But these are great. So, did you see them then? Yeah. Right, let's carry on without knocking the phone. So here we are, sort of an upside down table planting box thing. Debbie wanted it this high. We've done the corners, these create the square corners. I've cut the pieces, I've screwed them in. Okay, the cutting isn't really good. There's a lot of gaps. A joiner would be turning in his grave if he saw what I'd done here. But first of all, it's for us, it's for our greenhouse, and second of all, I'm not even using the correct sort of screws that you need. I'm just using what I got. I had them, I knew they're grippy as hell, so I use them. Just get a few of the tools and make things. Does it look square? It looks a bit wonky, doesn't it? Somehow. Yeah, wonky donkey. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Get out there. Come out here and come and enjoy yourself and make whatever you want for you and your missus, you in your garden. You know, the trouble is, if you're the sort of person that sees people make things on the internet and it looks fantastic and the cuts are perfect and it fits together and you think to yourself, I can't really do that. I've tried it and it was crooked. Well, if crooked it sticks. It fits where it's touching. There's an old saying, it fits where it's touching. So it's touching, it's fixed. It's touching, it's fixed. Doesn't need to be any sort of joint or anything. This is going to do great. Now the idea of the legs upside down is, I think Debbie wants to string something across. So if she wants to cover it with netting to keep the bugs out or whatever or however, she can do that. So let's see if we made it. Let's see now if it fits the gap. What are you going to grow in here then? A pair of what? A pair of melons? Funny.
No, I've got 3 melon plants.
3 melon plants, right. So look, and this will allow you to dangle. You want to put this net, don't you?
Well, I've been told when the melons grow they need a bit of support, so yeah. I've got some netting. It does say use old tights and all sorts.
So that might support.
But I need something to string it from here to here, don't I?
And if we need to go taller, I can always fix it, or at least she can make it to the chain now.
Yeah.
That I put up for her and she does never use. Anyway, the box is made. See, in the greenhouse you just need to shuffle by. When you're here, look, you just need to shuffle by the handle. So, and this box seems to be holding up. It was made of old wood in the first place. And whilst we're here, this is Vinny the Vine. Look at these. Are they proper good grapes now then, Deb?
Well, they're not ready yet.
Is that a bunch of grapes, is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, bunch of grapes, right. Come on, let's have a tour. Look at these. Look how quick these have grown. I never ever knew. I thought cucumbers came wrapped in plastic from the supermarket. I never ever thought how they grow. There's a baby one growing there. Is that ready for picking yet, Deb?
No, not yet.
No? Right, so the tomato, the strawberries are finished now, haven't they?
Yeah, more or less.
What's this? Right, tomatoes are growing. Again, the netting's holding it back. This scaffolding that I put here out of the way, something to hold on to. What's happening here, Deb? These are growing. Oh, at least there's some life coming out of these.
I think it's just too hot in here for growing, isn't it?
Yeah, you think?
It gets into 100 degrees in this room now.
Yeah, it gets hot. These are potatoes. What are these, Deb? Have we got any beans on this yet?
Yeah.
No sign of them. And then that's that. The weather killed these.
Beetroot.
Beetroot, that's beetroot. A few more strawberries there. Look at this. Woohoo! And how full are we? Yeah, they're pretty full. So we've got twice as much. Remember last year it was really hot, wasn't it? So we've got twice as much cover on that now. Oh, look at these peas. First time for... Oh, these peas feel as if they're ready. Are these peas ready?
Yeah, they're ready. I picked one and ate some.
Yeah. Can I do this one?
What?
Can I do this one? Is that a good one? Is that a good one, Deb?
It feels like it's hard in there, yeah?
Yeah, it's hard in there. We'll have that. Come on. Oh, yeah, look. We'll have that in a minute. There's whatever that is, what's there. And then that's covered. Oh, remember last year the bugs came and decimated them. The sprouts. There's still bugs in there though, Deb, isn't there? Eating away. But not as much.
Not much there.
Last year they virtually came over took a day and ate them and then they were gone. Let's have a sit on the stool. Let's open these peas up, shall we? Oh, look. Oh, nice. I do like peas. I am a fan of peas. It's the only...
I might grow some more.
Oh, Deb.
What?
They're lovely. They're proper tasting peas. Oh, look at these. You want some?
Give it to it.
Yeah.
Open it like this. Hello. Little peas.
Little peas, lovely. Obviously.
You know what? Peas are really easy to grow.
Are they?
Because you literally just stick them in the ground. You don't even have to transplant them. The only thing with them, you've got to grow loads of them
Or is it?
to give yourself
A portion.
a portion.
Unless they're bigger. Lovely them peas. Lovely. Let me show you the wormery. Oh my god. Hold on. Put that there. Put that there. Right. We must work on this, we must. Right, are you ready? Are you ready for the wormery? Hang tight. Give it a bit of a rattle. It's full of water. Oh, here they are. See them? It's alive. Remember, we flooded that with water, didn't we? And they all came out. And they seem to have raised up the compost. And they're living in there, moving around, look. But they're definitely raising the earth. Raising the whatever that's in there. We won't probably tip it out this year. We'll probably leave it till next spring. Tip it out, make sure it's all good and rotten. The wormery, amazing. And these peas are lovely. And the line of bolts are done. The line of bolts, all cable tied onto the chain. Each one individually cable tied onto the chain, look. And again, if I want the nut, I unscrew the nut. If I want the washer, I unscrew the nut and use the washer. We found a bracket for the handle. So all we need to do is cut that flush there with that. That'll fit in there, and this might go up or down a bit. Make a hole for the bottom to screw in there. I'll even come down here, put that in a certain place. We've got the L shape now. Cut that flush, cut this short, fix this through there and through there onto the door. So we'll have one fixing there and one fixing here. Obviously a nut and a bolt, and that'll be the shed handle. Ooh, we're getting closer and closer to the shed handle. So now she's had her box made, she's happy. So that's going to allow us to work on the handle now. Come on, let's work on the handle. Well, that bar has come out really nice now, hasn't it? Yeah. I used the I used this sanding belt on it. Okay, I may have mullered I think it's meant for wood. I may have mullered the belt, but I tell you what, that bar's come all right now. So it's good enough to paint, and it's good enough just to leave there. Quite pleased with that. It came out really well. So we've clamped it on here. Fine. We're going to try and cut this here now. But you know me and straight lines. Are we going to cut it this side of the line and allow that to fix there? Or are we going to cut it here? So anyway, I've clamped this piece on the outside. It's a bit thick, but that's going to give us a guidance on the line. So let me cut this first and see how successful we are at cutting it. If we make a complete pig's ear of it, we can always come back to here, can't we? And then we can always fall back to here if it's still not right. So let's do here first and see how successful we are at cutting at an angle. That worked out okay, didn't it? That worked out okay. Quite a nice line there. So are we going to cut it shorter so it sits inside this bar? And we lower that down. We cut this here and lower this down. Or do we like it that way? And do we make that, bring this line back slightly and make that fit flush with the door, and then put me fixing in here? No, this has got to come up, or that's got to go down. So no, we've got to do that, haven't we? Oh, well, we could cut this short, couldn't we? We could cut this short so the whole thing comes down, which fits onto here. So the next cut we're going to make, I think, is going to be here, I think. Let's cut it there, and let's see what it looks like down a bit. Or oh wait, it's no, that's got to go. Yeah, it's got no choice. Well, we could cut this off here, couldn't we, and bring it down. Let's cut this here first, because we know that cut has got to happen, isn't it? So we know this cut's got to happen. So let's cut this here and then come back to that. So it's quite nice that way. It's not going to work. By the time that comes here, I can't cut the spout, because the spout will always stick up like that, won't it? So we're forced to do it that way, really, aren't we? So we'll keep that distance, and all we'll do is we'll reduce the height of this one. We'll reduce the height now, because it doesn't matter which way it works, that will always be sticking up there, and that don't look as good, does it? So we're going to leave that there. We're going to cut this there. We're going to reduce this down a bit by the amount from the bottom. So it's going to be like that. Yeah, sitting over the top. Yeah, okay, that's what we'll do. Let's measure and mark and bodge. So it's always better to cut a bit off as you go along. I don't know what to do with that corner yet. Haven't decided, but yeah, it wants to come down. You can always take a bit off, but it's very difficult to put a bit on, isn't it? So we've got a little way to go yet before we get to our target. Let's take another little bit off. Yeah, see what it looks like then, because we can always level that top out, can't we? So, yeah, do we take a bit out the bend of the metal? Do we take a bit out the bottom of the handle? How would you deal with that roundness? Anyway, come on. Let's get a little bit closer first. So we're about where we want to be. What we're going to do with this corner? We're going to grind the corner out. We really want it sitting down flat, don't we? What I'm going to do is take a bit off the handle. Round that handle to fit into that corner, I think. Yeah, I think there's plenty of meat there. We can grind that corner off, can't we? Which will allow this to come down enough to maybe sit on there, maybe another slither off there possibly. But by the time you've rounded the top of that off, that'll be all right, I think. Yeah, let's take a little bit off this handle. So, do we reduce that a little bit? Do we bend it round a little more? That's pretty much in the corner. We just want that up, we want that gap filling, but do we smack it round and make it a bit more squarer? Do we make the bar meet the handle, or do we make the handle meet the bar? I'm quite happy with that up there. Let's round a bit of that bar off. See if it brings it down that little bit. See if it does the trick. But I've took away a bit from the corner, see, so it fits. So let's try that a bit. Tinker, tinker, messing about. Little bit by little bit. So I ended up doing a bit of everything. I smacked the bar, I hit it, I was firm but fair, and I gave it one big hit. So I smacked it round a bit. I rounded off the top a bit more because, you know, each time you're rounding it off, you're taking a bit off it, which is then giving you the size you want. And then I took a bit off the handle as well. Messed with the bottom of the handle a bit, made that fit in that corner a bit better. Anyway, a bit of everything, and we got there. So we've got to straighten up that there. So it goes straight up, should be easy enough. Drill a hole in there, fix that together, and then drill a hole in there. So that we've got a fixing to the door then, haven't we? Yeah. Lovely jubbly. So what we've got to do now is cable tie up there. You see where this casting is a bit rough, isn't it? So we'll get the file and we'll smooth that all nice and flat and file, so that the head of whatever screw we choose, whatever fixing we choose, will sit there nice and flat. Yeah? So this is where the registers come in. I've took the casting mark off there a little bit. We need something that's going to look really nice in there. It's not going to catch your finger. What's going to go in there? That's going to be long enough to go through the door. But will it fit in? I doubt it. B6. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for B6. I'd like a little same stainless steel one. Nice little B6 so far. B6. Can you see anything that you quite fancy in there? B6. Let's have a look at this B6. Where were we? B6. A, B. So that's A. This is B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's down here somewhere. B6. Here it is. Is this it? Yeah. Or was it them? I can't remember what I was looking at. Yeah, maybe that might do. Because, of course, it's got to go through the door as well, hasn't it? B6. Oh, yeah, that'll fit through the door. Make the hole a bit bigger. put that in there. Maybe grind that shoulder off. Let it sit in there a bit bigger. Oh yeah, that'll do the trick. You won't catch your fingers in it, will you? Because remember, you're going to put your fingers in here, aren't you? And it's long enough. Yeah. B6 done the trick. We want 2 of those, don't we? So let's there we are. Do you see how quick you can look for what you want? And then you can find it. This is the row A, row B, row C. Let's go over here. Row C, and then you just look up and down. That's what we saw, wasn't it? What did we see? This little one. B6 it was, wasn't it? Down here somewhere. Yeah, that's what we saw. That's what we, yeah. I think that might be a good beginning. We'll work on it. So yeah, that's it's so great having, not only having all the fixings, but then having access to the fixings, knowing what shelf they're in, has made a huge difference. Yeah, huge difference. So if you make a nice box for your wife to grow her melons in, you might just be lucky and get nice warm bread sandwiches for the afternoon. Yeah. And does that mean I'm on a promise now then?
No.
No? You see, you get rewarded if you make the wife a box for a greenhouse. Yeah. So, it fits this way, no problem. But it doesn't want to go that way. So I can butcher the hole a bit more, but because this shoulder is here and it's still got plenty of grip, we're just going to simply drill a big hole, see if it'll slide in. And then if we need a bit of regification after that, we'll do that. So that's going to work just fine, that is. It's going to be just fine. So that's only in there temporary. Now we've got to put the one in here now, haven't we? So we've got to measure halfway between there and there so it looks nice. Yeah, halfway along and in the middle. So it's official. Thank you to Daily Driving Exotics for taking us to the headquarters of Gumball 3000 when they did the Gumball 3000. Really fascinating series of films that they've made, and they took us to Gumball 3000, didn't they? And their headquarters have got 2 of these. So on their handles, on their doors, on their main doors going in, they've got a pair of these on them. So thank you very much for taking us there and for us to see them. And now I'm the official petrol head. I've got the same handle as Daily Exotics took us to Gumball 3000. I knew where there was one of these. I went to fetch it straight away. The only next thing to do now is to set some sort of trap, some sort of switch, so that maybe a cable or something coming through there, so when you pull the handle like this, it sets off a set of air horns inside or something, just for fun, you know. That's my next thing. Maybe put a little hole underneath here, look, run it through, run a cable, so when you pull that, it pulls the cable, which turns the switch, which sets off the air horns inside maybe. Anyway, I'm really pleased. I know it looks a bit odd, but when you tell the story, it's maybe not quite so odd. I'm really pleased with that now. And of all the handles in all the world, in all the places, that's probably the most used handle, the fuel filling handle. I'm really chuffed with myself now. Did a good job of that. Yeah. Got to show you. Look, warning. You're entering Reggie on the Road's man cave. My cave, my rules. My handle.